Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jordan Trades back with another video, and today we got us a little banger today. I want to go over basically this play that happened during NFP Friday. I guess the title will be, just how to trade during NFP, or kind of what to anticipate during NFP Fridays. We ended up actually taking this fire banger sell that played out right here, closed out around, let's say, right there. But as you guys can see, price tanked, like immediately tanked. So I'm gonna show you guys how to basically trade after major red folder news, especially like NFP or CPI. Basically, how to anticipate what's going to happen next, or necessarily how to react based off of what happens after some major news like that happens. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, but before we even show this trade that happened here in the New York session, one thing that I always say, even in my videos before, we have to see what happened during London, right? What happened during London? That's every time that I get on the charts, that's the first thing I'm looking at is what happened during London. And as you guys can see, we have this Asia range right here. Then no trades, nothing happened, bro. So that lets me know we're heading into major news with no manipulation. No manipulation. It's just accumulating, prices accumulating, and accumulating until we get a push out of this specific zone to manipulate somewhere, right? So that's the first thing I know. I did not expect. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and say, "Oh, I know where the market was going during CPI, and I caught those buys." I didn't know what the hell's happening, and I don't even trade at 8:30. So, um, basically, we got on the markets. Let's say price did its thing during CPI and pushed all the way above to these new day and new week opening gaps, right? So in the morning that I'm noticing that price is pushing above new day opening gap from another new day opening gap. I knew we were going to have a decent play, right? One thing about the new week opening gap and the new day opening gap, let's say you just use the ones that were created this week, those new day opening gaps can be used as liquidity. I'm going to put that on here just so y'all can stay with me. So New day opening gaps. New day opening gaps can be used as liquidity or a big magnet, right? And that's the same with new week opening gaps as well. Okay, price is just this is just tweaking. So let me put opening gap. Right? New day opening gaps and new week opening gaps can be used as liquidity. Let's say if you can't find your your higher highs and your lower lows, especially when we all sometimes get consumed by looking at only the lower time frames and you're not looking at those higher time frames. I know people who only trade based off of like the 1 minute. So with them only having, let's say, the new day opening gaps open, they can still use those as liquidity. So that's basically what I had in mind. I saw that 8:30 gave us this big push, so I wanted to see price sweep above these highs. I wanted to see how price was going to react if we were going to break above the new day and new week opening gap and continue on, or if we were going to reject. Those were my two options. Now, I'm like I said, we are not here to say that we predict the markets. We react based off of what the markets give us. So I'm not going to just trade based off of it just breaking. I need to see something happen, right? So as price is playing out, I understand that we are at a key level. This is a PD array, so we are at a key level. So I want to see some rejection. I want to see something reject, something give me a turtle soup, or I want to see a continuation pattern, right? So I'm noticing that we've been bearish pretty much this whole week. This was really our big, big week reversal there on Friday. So what price ended up doing, right? I get to the charts around, let's say 9:15. I noticed in prices is doing this, and this is on a 1 minute. I seen price create this breaker, right? We have a high, low, higher high, and I seen the price as it was creating that high. We turtle souped this high, and we're about to break this low. So price ended up breaking this low, not with this candle, but with probably one of these next candles. This candle right here. Now I took this trade right here. It was a little bit on the riskier side, but I was so confident in this trade because what I see happens a lot of times is news, specific news events will particularly push price to key levels. And if you see a lot of momentum like it did today, price is going to come back down to this specific levels, right? Price is going to come back down to this. Not only did we have that, right? These are all the confluences that we saw, right? We had price pushed into a new day opening gap. We also created breaker at a key level. Not only that, the last thing I look for is where's midnight open. Midnight open. Midnight open is all the way underneath us. So another thing that you will see, and this is even if it is with news or without news, midnight open can also be used as a target where price will manipulate either above or below midnight open. So this could easily be our manipulation play, and we could see price distribute back down to our midnight open. And what also do we have right here at midnight open? We have a new day opening gap from, I believe, earlier this week and another one from this week. So we have so many key levels down here. We have so much liquidity that's sitting down here with these lows that haven't been touched, with these specific lows right here. So my targets overall was always bullish. I was planning on being, bearish today as far as taking this trade after CPI, right? So what is midnight open under current price, right? Those are all my confluences to take a sell, right? These are all my confluences to take this sell model, 100%. Now, once price came through on the 1 minute, we closed above, we took this trade right here. Price instantly dropped, right? Came up with a retest, right? But it never closed above this breaker. Now, me personally, I don't want to see price come above this high. I don't want to see price come above this. This was stop loss. I don't want to see price touch above that. Price wicked it. We pushed back lower. And we ended up tanking. We had all that rejection and ended up tanking a little bit more. We had this nice little play right there. Right? And I'm pretty sure this was my personal take profit, which was 50 points. Price ended up taking this low. Came back to that new day opening gap, the close of it. Right? There it is. This was right where I closed out. My personal take profit, because I remember I caught it right before it reversed back up. 50 points. So that was my play. Now, if you wanted to hold this longer, 100% you can. You could have put your stop loss at your entry, but you probably would have hit break even. But let's say you would have held this still at that same stop loss, which is 43 ticks. That's not too bad on a micros account. So if you were to hold this trade and let price play out, right, we're going through this whole 9:30 mess. And right before 10 o'clock, 9:50, we're in that macro time. price played out, right? So here within that macro time, if you wanted to wait and really be patient, right there at 950 to 1010, what did we see? We had a fair value gap that was respected. The consequent encroachment tapped right off of that. So if you didn't even get in at this high, you could have got in right here at this confirmation trade, right there inside that macro time. And look to take the lows. You could have took price right here at the 830 open where CPI first started. And if you really wanted to look for that low hanging fruit, you could have went to the new day opening gap. And you really want to be screaming with your money, we could have took it to the midnight. But overall, price tanked it. Tanked it completely. So both trades would have been valid trades you could have taken right here. This was a beautiful setup. This was a beautiful trade right after NFP. We anticipated it based off of the confluences that we had, right? Went into a key level. We had a breaker. I'm pretty sure there was SMT as well. We had a breaker here at the new day opening gap. Midnight open is underneath us. We were at a perfect time. Breaker, fair value gap, entry could have worked. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this. I'll go over the Asia session. I probably might post the Asia session video right after this, but I really wanted to get this out to you during NFP Friday. I only made like $250 off of this because I'm trying to milk these prop firm accounts. All my prop firm accounts here for $250 today. It was a perfect little day for me. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you have any questions when it comes to just looking for specific setups, I only trade 2 sessions. I trade the Asia session, and I trade the New York session. And pretty much my setups is like this. It's a textbook for me. So journal it before you try to trade it. Back test, back test, back test, back test. And you'll get comfortable trading during NFP. You'll get comfortable trading during these days where we have major news, but be smart with it. Trade after the news. Wait to see what the news does. If price looks like it may come and retest that whole entire thing that it did, you can play that. If it looks like price is looking to continue on, you want to have a playbook for that. I feel like people only have one specific strategy. They make these videos with one specific strategy. I think that you should always have a playbook. Trading is like a sport, especially like football. Based off of what this is doing, you have a playbook to play off of. Okay, if it does this, then we do that. If it would have went bearish, then we do something else. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Take some notes, back test this. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on my socials or comment down below. It might be easier to hit me up on socials like Instagram or Twitter. I'll leave that down below, but I hope that you guys did enjoy this little setup video. I'm gonna try to do this more often. Try to do more videos like this as well. And we have a couple of more videos that I got coming out psychology wise to help with people who've been trading and struggling mentally. So just be in tune for that. I hope that y'all did enjoy this little educational video, and I will see you guys in the next one.